to me, there's nothing more personal than your story.
There's pride in
on
that.
a shelf. Your kids are going to read it. You know, I mean,
well, my kids have read it. I didn't want to put. I didn't want to put anything out that my kids weren't okay with, and it was not easy at the beginning because there's divorce in there. There's, their lives. There's a lot in there about their grandfather, my dad. There's stuff in there. I mean, the title of it, Lucky Bastard, is not just because I'm a lucky bastard. Mm-hmm. It's because of the way I came into this world. So there's a double meaning there. Mm-hmm. And there's a story behind that the average person walking around the earth, A, doesn't care about, B, doesn't know about in 2016. So it's more personal than, hey, if you want to know about what was really going on in the 01 World Series, check out Chapter 4. I didn't want to write that kind of a book. It's you're introduced to people in my life when they were introduced, and then a lot of these people come back around when I'm older. I mean, I met Tim McCarver, when I was 4, and then I'm doing a World Series with him when I'm 27. So I've led a very blessed, lucky life, and that's really I want it. Here's the other thing. People think they know me, whether it's Edgar or it's anybody who watches me do a game, or I'm my dad's son, I'm the Randy Moss, that's disgusting call guy. They have me in a box, and they have no idea who I really am. Mm-hmm. And you're in there a lot because of how I met my wife, Michelle, and
I haven't seen the book yet. I didn't know I was in it or all in it.
You're in there because her initial reaction to you when I was stalking her through you was, I hope it's not Joe Buck who's asking for my number.
Well, she went through, because I said it was many A-list announcers.
Right. She went through people that were actually dead before she got to me.
It was almost that bad, yes.
Right.
That's
Kurt Gowdy?
That's
no.
a true story.
And Red Barber? No, he doesn't want to talk to me.
I knew that you went personal, certainly when I woke up 3 weeks ago and this whole business with the hair plugs went down.
That was, I'm glad. I mean, it's not like, I put that out, and Richard Deitch wrote a very nice piece, but he took a sliver of the book where it said that I, Joe Buck, became addicted to hair plugs. Like, can you become addicted to that? It's the most painful, awful thing in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. And it's not like I'm at parties in the corner freebasing hair plugs. So that was kind of tongue-in-cheek in the book, but out of context, it looks like in this world, everybody goes, I'm addicted. I'm sex addicted. I'm whatever addicted. Don't you feel sorry for me? It was not that at all. Mm-hmm. It was kind of said jokingly, but I know that's what's going to get the play coming out of it, and I really don't give a crap.
No, it's okay. I just took it as, you just hate all follically challenged colleagues of yours. That's all. Just in the same way that you hate everybody's
There's
teams.
only one.
Me. Van Pelt?
Shulman.
Okay,
mean
got
man.
it.
Mean guy.
Shulman!
The nicest guy in the world. Nobody can ever say one. He's just the bald guy that popped into my mind.
Yeah, let's go throw John Miller in there, too.
John Miller.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing to kind of generate conversation. But yeah, it's purely ego. It has nothing to do with TV.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a bald guy, and I started in on that process when I was in my early 20s.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm telling you, you want to experience pain?
No, thank you. No, I told you.
It's
I've told the story. I'll tell it to you real quick because I know you got to get to Dodger Stadium. That I checked into the idea of it about 2 years ago. A friend of mine gave me the name of a doctor here in Southern California, and it's a long drive to this doctor. So they're like, let's FaceTime. We FaceTimed, and the doctor's assistant got on first, said the doctor will be sitting down in a minute. Good, fine. So I'm sitting there on FaceTime. Doctor sits down, looks at me, goes, oh, wow.
Oh, God. And you're like, well, because...
I'm like, so I guess we won't be doing this. Well, and he started telling me this process, and it sounded downright medieval and how long it's going to take. And I'm like, no thanks.
It is barbaric is a word with a word in front of it in my book. And it's basically stripping a live strip of hair out of the back of your head while you're awake. And then they slit, plant.
Oh, my God.
And it's the numbing of your head with these shots that makes your eyes just bleed, and you're sitting there the whole time going, what in the hell am I doing to myself?
Yeah.
And why?
Were you working at the time? Like,
I was working. I was going back. Like, my football season would end before the baseball season.
Yeah, not everyone works every day. You know,
It's only like literally a 2-week.
Joe's a lucky bastard.
2-week recovery process.
Oh yeah, I would have had to take time. I would have had to take time off.
Rich,
I'd have had to take time off and stuff like. I don't have time for that sort of stuff.
Bald is beautiful, Rich.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Once you
it is, and
once you go Urlacher, you can never go back.
Can't go back.
But that's the thing. You better commit. I mean, it's a full-on commitment. You know the ones that did it once or twice, and they're like, "That's the most. I'm never doing it again."
Yeah.
Then that looks ridiculous.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.